Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Lincoln Kenobi, and today we have something special. This was out on Twitter yesterday and everything, and I did watch this video, which I am going to put it out here again. Shazam actor Zachary Levi says thousands of people in Hollywood are terrified to claim they support Donald Trump. So, Hollywood is becoming a major mess, bro. You've got so much that's been happening over there. You've got actors that are against Trump. There are actors that are not against Trump. You've got actors that are trying to not get involved with politics and everything, but it is just becoming parallel. It's like a war zone over there, bro. It's like a war zone, and it's just hard for certain actors like Zachary Levi, bro. He decided that he was going to support Donald Trump, and as soon as he said that thing, everything has turned upside down for this man. There are many actors that are conservative that believe in common sense, bro. And Zachary Levi is one, bro. And very proud. So let's read up his article and see what we got. Zachary Levi, who recently endorsed President Donald Trump for President of the United States, claimed that there are thousands of people in Hollywood who are terrified to claim they are conservative or support Donald Trump. During a recent Instagram live video, Levi addressed comments from The View. In recent commentary on The View, Goldberg disputed Levi's claims that Hollywood is a very liberal town, that coming out is in support of Donald Trump can be career suicide. She said, "That's not necessarily true. From the beginning of Hollywood, it's always been a very right-leaning town, but I know you don't know much about the Hollywood's history, so let me school you. We are like America. We're mixed. We're a mixed bunch. And sometimes it may seem like there is more Democrats and sometimes it seems like there is more Republicans. But the truth of the matter is very few people seem to bite it really because they are Republican." Goldberg continued. John Voight, who is working, another one for our co-hosts, then states, Dennis Quaid, Goldberg continued, Dennis Quaid, who's working, people work, stop that. It's more BS and it's unnecessarily. As part of a live stream where he addressed multiple topics, Levi addressed Goldberg's comments saying to Whoopi Goldberg and to Sonny and all the folks at The View, "I don't think it's accurate to say that somehow Hollywood is both liberal and a conservative town." To Whoopi's point back in the day, there may have been a bit more of a balance, and there have always been more, let's say, conservative learning stars that have been able to say those things, but you really have to be at a certain level of your career to get away with it. Number one, and number two, that was also back then. And I think naming just John Voight and Dennis Quaid and really you only named John Voight, Whoopi. Somebody else had to help you with Dennis Quaid. He continued, "Of the thousands of actors in Hollywood that you could only name two, I think actually speaks to that. And what that means, there is plenty. And by the way, they have sent me lots of messages. Plenty of people in my industry in Hollywood that are terrified to publicly say that they would vote for Donald Trump or be conservative in any way. That's why you don't see them," he stated. "That's why they're not very prevalent or prominent because they know there's ramifications for this kind of shit." After lamenting the state of Hollywood following the pandemic and the strikes, Levi stated, My cry to all of you out there, you closeted conservatives, closeted Trump voters, you all, it's now on or never. You know what I mean. Do whatever you feel like you need to do. If you need to come out publicly and say it, if you feel like you still can't, then don't. I would never pressure you to do that. But know that what you are afraid of is the backlash of an industry that is going to exist very soon. They don't let that hold you back. So let's look at this video together, what he said and what I read, and you tell me if that's not his words or what he said.
Oh, and by the way, to Whoopi Goldberg and to Sonny and to all of the folks at The View, I I don't think it's accurate to say that somehow Hollywood is both a liberal and a conservative town. To Whoopi's point, back in the day, there might have been a bit more of a balance, and there have always been more, let's say, conservative-leaning stars that have been able to say those things. But you really have to be at a certain level of your career in order to get away with it. Number one. But number two, that was also back then. And I think naming just Jon Voight and Dennis Quaid, and really you only named Jon Voight, Whoopi, somebody else had to help you with Dennis Quaid, of the thousands of actors in Hollywood that you could only name two, I think actually speaks to that. And what that means is there's plenty, and by the way, they have sent me lots of messages, plenty of people in my industry, in Hollywood, that are terrified to publicly say that they would vote for Donald Trump or be conservative in any way. That's why you don't see them. That's why they're not very prevalent or prominent, because they know that there's ramifications for this kind of shit. But like I said, y'all, our industry is going to be fucking gonzo. Like, it already is. We're getting eroded. The pandemic and the strikes and all of these things, they've already eroded it so much. So, my cry to all of you out there, you closeted conservatives, closeted Trump voters, y'all, it's now or never. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I do whatever you feel like you need to do. If you need to come out publicly and say it, if you feel like you still can't, then don't. I would never pressure you to that. But know that if what you're afraid of is somehow the backlash of an industry that's not going to exist very soon, then don't let that hold you back.
Yeah, there you go. And that's what he said, and very good for him, man. Very proud of him, bro. And he's right. He's right. It is now or never. If you guys are afraid of being backlash and everything, look what's been happening already. Everybody's got to get out there and vote. I mean, do you want to live with all the promises that Kamala is going to give you when she should have done that those years ago? That she has been in that office. All that she is saying, all those promises, she should have done that with Biden. And she didn't do that. Trump is our only hope right now. Trump is our only hope right now. So I say this in all my heart. If you guys don't feel like you don't want to say it out there, you're a Trump supporter, fine. But do the right thing. Get out there and vote. Stop listening to the fake news medias, man. You gotta listen to people like him. Dennis Quaid, his character, Ronald Reagan, he fought against communism in Hollywood. He fought against that shit. It spread it in Hollywood, man, with all the communisms in there. And the Russians started all that, man. Ronald Reagan was one of our best presidents, bro, and he fought against it, bro. Trump right now is another one that is fighting against corruption. Everything is hanging in the balance right now. This is it. It is now or never. So, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So, if you like this video, hit the like button, share this video, post a comment below. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. Alright, you guys. I hope to see you guys around. Have a nice day.